Okay, we are streaming live. So the purpose of HubSpot is to be able to create landing pages for your upcoming trips. A lot of the times, a lot of people were just saying, hey, I am posting on my Facebook page or on whatever social media platform, but I don't know if anybody's clicking on it, especially if you're just doing a regular post. And even if you're doing a video, you can see the views, but you're not getting any traction. You don't get any emails, you don't get a name, you have nothing, right? So one of the things that is a part of business is being able to capture data, personal data from your clients or your potential business partners, because you need to be able to reach out and touch them because those platforms, Facebook, Instagram, um, what is it, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, all these social media platforms don't belong to you. You just paying rent, right? They're free platforms, but they don't belong to you. So if they just happen to crash, which it did happen once upon a time with Facebook, then you have no way of communicating with the people you have been communicating with through Facebook. So if you had their emails, or even if you had their telephone number and your Facebook or anything of those social media platforms got hacked, you can reach out and talk to them and say, hey, you might have got some information from me in reference to Facebook. That's not me. My account's been hacked. This is my new business account, X, Y, and Z. But you're able to guide them to another direction instead of them losing you, right? So that's a win-win if you're able to get the data. And one of the things that to incorporate in getting the data that we use is not only HubSpot, but we use Eventbrite. So with HubSpot, you create your landing page from scratch. And like I said, if you want to go to the advanced, make sure you put it in the chat for me that you want to go to the advanced session. But this is the first week of the month. And so normally the first Wednesday of each month, we're going over landing pages. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're at this site right here, and it looks like mine, I've learned that the platforms look different for different people. It might bring you into something different. But no matter what this looks like, if you look up at the top, you should have these labels, or it might be on the side, or you might have to click a button to open it up. If you don't see any of this, you need to let me know so we can guide you to the right spot. But if you have it marketing at the top and you have a drop down box menu, we're going to pay attention to the landing pages, right? So here we're going to click on landing pages. And for me, I already have some that's located inside of my platform, right? We're not going to duplicate. For those who already have landing pages, you already know that for HubSpot, you can get up to 20 and it's free. And if you got more than 20, all you need to do is delete and your count continues. So it's 20 total. But if you need to delete one previously, then you can go back and you can create a new one. If you need all 20 of them, then they have a paid version in which you can elevate that and you can go past 20. So if you already have one, you can clone the one that you have if it's the perfect template, the way that you want. So it takes you less than 5 minutes to do your landing page for a trip. So if you decide to switch out trips like we do 4 trips a year, then guess what? It's so easy because once you form one template, all you got to do is copy, or not even copy, but replace the name and add the different pictures. All right, so I am going here and I am going to hit create. If you're just getting in, I turned on AI Companion, so you should be able to get a summary of catching up. We just started, but we're here at HubSpot right now. So I'm going to hit create. It's going to ask me, hey, you want to create a website page or you want to create a landing page? I want to create a landing page. And here it's going to automatically bring in what I set up for it. And here is my Ultimate Sky Travel. And then it's going to ask me what I want my page name to be. We said we were going to be doing Fiji, so I'm going to put in Fiji. And I'm going to hit create the page. All right, so here you have a plethora, a lot of different templates that you can choose for. You can do this one, you can download free ebook, all of these different things. But you look at the keywords. They give you email address, you got first name, last name in the middle. So you're looking for templates that work with you. I was keeping it basic, I was keeping it simple, non-complex, and I just went with event registration. But you have different ones that you can choose for that fits that boat. So with just going with event registration, which is the third one at the top, I just select the template. And as it comes up, if you guys who are advanced, you want to go to advanced and be in that breakout session, please put in the chat, let me know. My internet seems like it's want to go slow. If you're just getting on, we're doing Hubspot, creating a landing page. And we're also going to go over our Facebook group of We Sell Recess. If you're ever attending the Wednesday training, then on the Wednesday training, then you'll be able to get that access. Gotcha, Marquita. Okay, so with all things and anything that's free, they have a logo on it. And HubSpot's logo is so irrelevant, like it's not even big. So it doesn't bother me that it's at the bottom of my landing page. But here, yours may look like this. This is one of their new versions. Now they might have upgraded everybody, but we're going to go on this sidebar menu. This sidebar menu is very important. If you can open it up. So if yours doesn't look like this, that's okay. You have something similar that has content on it, and then it populates the template that we just got up. You can use either way. You can use your sidebar template, or you can actually use your template version here. Starting out at the very top, it has a placeholder where you can put it in a logo, then it goes into the message, right? So here you can click on it. It's going to highlight it. The way you know that it's highlighted is because it has a bar that's surrounded in a different color. And you can do it that way, or you can come over here and you can do it by sections. You see how it moves? I got logo right there. I got column right here. I got, you don't want to miss this. So you can do it by sections on the sidebar. So here we're going to go to logo. And if you don't have a logo already, what I really do like about it, it kind of prompts you to create one, but it prompts you to create one through Canva, which I think is absolutely phenomenal because it's combined with Canva. So you can go right here, you can hit this little button and it says edit module, and you can hit edit. And what'll come up on the sidebar menu is you have a place where you can replace that logo. So I'm gonna hit replace. And when I do, all my images that I have uploaded from the past comes up, so that you have to create your own library. So once you upload your logo in here, it doesn't go away. Okay, you see all these other logos I got, but this right here is my logo. But the reason that is really good for you to have a logo and you can generate one is it's going to ask you to generate, or it's going to ask you more design with Canva. So we use design with Canva. The generate is a new button. So let's go with it. I'm always doing something new. Describe your image, how you want it to AI. And then the style is decided by AI. I just love, the AI is popping off on everything. If y'all didn't know, your booking page for IntelliTravel, your site actually has an AI component too. And now y'all should go check it out. But you can choose different things, or you can have the style decided by AI. So whatever you want, you can have a square, you can have a landscape, you can have a portrait. So you can go in there and you can play with it. But I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna play with Canva. So you can hit the drop down box, and I'm not a Canva guru, but I play with it anyway. So you can design with Canva, and you can select the template. Mostly, I don't say scroll through here, just go ahead and type in logo. When you type in logo, it's going to automatically bring up the dimensions for you, 500 by 500 pixels, and you hit continue. When you do, Canva is going to automatically pop up on your screen. And here logos are going to automatically pop on your screen. You can pick and choose whatever kind of logo you have. So if you don't have a logo, this is a good start. This is a good start. You know, the ones with the crown mean you're a pro and you can click on it and because you're paying for it. But you see all these ones that are not paid versions that you can still get. So you just scroll through there and you can pick your own. But for the principle of time's sake, we're just going to go ahead and pick the one we normally go to. It's a simple generic one. You go in, you can type in whatever your business name, by clicking on it, changing it out. This is the circle. You can put your name, you can establish in what time frame, and then you can hit save. So does anyone here don't have a logo right now and just need to create a logo real quick? If you are, we'll give you time to go ahead and create it before we continue. Is there anyone? Okay, Shanna, are you where we're at right now?
Yes, I think I'm a step behind. I'm at the generate. I think I missed a step somewhere.
Okay, so next to generate, you should see a more button.
Okay, look up that. Yes, okay. Okay, so click on more.
Hit more.
Okay. All right, got it. Then logo, right?
Yep, you got it. Type in logo.
Okay, I'm there.
All right. So now you can put in your Globe Runner Travel. Keep it simple. You can go back and you can play with it, but for right now, it kind of helps you go through the steps, you know?
Okay. Right. Okay.
And if you're just getting on, again, you have the AI companion on where you can get the average, the summary, but we're at www.hubspot.com. If one of the co-hosts or anybody, can y'all put that link in? HubSpot is free. Up. It is not a problem. It doesn't take long to set up. If you have any questions while we're doing it, to set up, you can come off mute and ask us the question.
Janae, I have a question.
Go ahead.
When I clicked on logo, it doesn't give me the option for Canva or to generate. And I'm in HubSpot.
You in HubSpot? Oh, let's see what's going on with that. Let me hit save. All right. So when you right here under insert image, does it look? Are you right here?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So when I click on the add logo section.
Oh, right here.
Wait a minute. I gotta go back and forth. Where's your cursor? Yeah.
And you hit replace.
I did.
Okay. And this doesn't come up?
Nope. None of that came up. So but I logged out and came back on. So let me see.
And you don't have any, and hopefully no restrictions on your pop-up or command, but
No.
that shouldn't be a
Okay,
factor.
so the fact that I had to log off and log back on, it's here. Okay. So I have upload or generate, but generate is graded out.
Okay, that's fine. We use the more, but generate is brand new.
Right.
And so I'm not sure why it just popped up when I used it today. I'm not sure why it's graded on yours. I don't know if it's I'm in beta. Are you using beta?
No.
Beta, you guys, if you are a HubSpot, I agree to do beta. So meaning anything that they roll out new feature wise, I mean, to get it, to test it out and practice and play with it. Okay. Beforehand, if you're not a part of beta, that could be one of the reasons why you don't see that feature. And I'm only saying that from other previous things that I've done before. That's my only explanation right now. Okay. But if you got the more button, you got the more button now?
I got the more.
Okay, so now you see your design with Canva.
Yep, I see it.
All right, we cooking with Crystal now.
Yep, thanks.
No problem. And all right, so as everyone go ahead and click on your logo now. Let me find my logo. Here's my logo. Now, when you find your logo, boom, guess what? It's right there. Hey, Mari, we are doing HubSpot. And the link for HubSpot is in the chat. This is creating landing pages with HubSpot. Okay. So now we got our logo in. If you like it, you can make it smaller by just simply going on this side, boop, 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 hitting the width button, which automatically messes with your height button, and you can make it whatever size you want it to be. I do this for newbies coming in, so you can find out, you know, where your favorite art, where your favorite size is. Once you get there, you can kind of remember, okay, I like to be at 200, or you can type in 200 automatically, and then it'll go down for you. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the next section, which is what we're going to put in here. You don't want to miss this. This is where I incorporate other things like our cousin Chat. Y'all don't know who my cousin is? That'd be Chat GPT by OpenAI. It's free on the regular 3.5 version, but if you want to upgrade to the 4, which I don't think most of you do unless you want to do images, then you can upgrade, and it's $20 a month, right? But if you go into Google, yeah, see, I was looking up Fiji. If you go into Google, you can just type in Chat GPT. For me, it already comes up, OpenAI, chat.openai.com. If someone wants to put that in the chat for the people, I appreciate it. Thanks, Lee, for putting in the last one for HubSpot. So then for Chat, my cousin, you can ask him to, we're talking about Fiji, right? I had to, you know, I've always heard about Fiji, but I just never really thought about it. And Miss Amy was like, well, what about Fiji? And I'm like, oh, well, what Fiji? Let's do something different, right? Outside of the norm. On the other side of Australia, and as most of you probably already know, I went to Australia in February with my son. It was by far about the same flight of Bali, about 21 hours, depending on how you travel with your connecting flights. But it's a 20-hour flight, right? And so just expect Fiji to be that way as well. Thanks, Z. So when you're doing that, and you don't know a lot about Fiji, you can go to your cousin Chat, and he could write up a little description, say, right, as a travel blogger or advisor about an upcoming trip to Fiji. You can talk about make it exciting, promotion. So write as a travel blogger about an upcoming trip to Fiji, make it exciting for promotion purposes, right? And you can say, write a short paragraph, write a short descriptive paragraph. Now, sometimes my cousin, he don't know what short means, but we start out this way, okay? So write a short descriptive, and because I'm on my computer, I get to get 2 responses at the same time. If you're on your phone, you might get 1. If you're on your tablet, you might get 2. It just depends, right? And you could choose between each response about what you want. So we got embark on an enchanting adventure to the heart of South Pacific, where the pristine waters meet the radiant skies, Fiji awaits, the tropical paradise, letting the gentle breeze As you explore the lush landscapes, immerse yourself in the mess. Ooh, like this. I like my first one. You can choose whichever one you want, but I'm gonna choose my first one, and then I'm gonna ask you to add more emojis because I love emojis. Make me happy. So I told them to add more emojis. And it's going, going, going. All right, so now I'm gonna copy this right here. And I am going to go over back into my HubSpot right here. And I am going to select this text. Look at how at the very top right here, it kind of changes in the Word document for you to where you got bold, italics, underline, the text color, what kind you want, as far as the type Times Roman, all of it. So it kind of looks more like Word and it functions just like Word. So I'm going to paste. Oh, did I copy? Yeah, I thought I copied. All right, so now, so it puts in my information. It is, let's see. I want to pick this up. I think it's centered. So I want to make it left, justified. I want to take my big header. You can change it around and you can say, you don't want to miss this. And you can, I'm going to make mine italicized. All right, so here quickly, he put it in, embark on a chain feature, blah, 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 put in my lovely emojis. But then I'm like, I don't really like my emojis in here on this. So I'm gonna change mine out. I'm gonna go back to my chat and I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't have emojis. Emojis look a little weird on here. So I'm just gonna hit paste and boom. All right, so I'm gonna split this up. Because sometimes, you know, when you add a space, it makes it a little bit easier. So I split it up. So now we got embark on the enchanting adventure. That's my Fiji awaits in this tropical paradise. And then as we explore, boom, 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 then welcome to Fiji. But I'm gonna change this to join us in Fiji. See how that is? Do you guys like what chat told you?
Yes, I do.
Nice, nice, nice. Is anybody first time using Chat GPT, OpenAI? Okay, that's good. We all versed with our cousin Chat. So now we're just going to go down to the next section. We got that in. Now we're going to work on our actual form. Remember, the reason why we're doing HubSpot is we want to gain email addresses when people are looking at our trips, want to get their phone number. We want to know their name so they can be a part of our email list. And on our last one, we went to the next level and we talked about email marketing. And we're going to probably get into that a little bit more too here using HubSpot to see what their emails look like, right? All right, so here I'm gonna choose a form. If you are already a previous one, you got forms that's already in here, but I'm gonna do it from scratch and because we got new people and I'm going to create a new form. And when I create a new form, it took the name of my page, which I put Fiji Take Me Away, and that's gonna create it and it gives a time and date stamp. So I'm creating it. And the first thing that automatically populates, no matter what you do, if you don't do anything else, you can have it just like this, is email, and they can submit and you're fine, right? So here I got my email and I'm gonna click on that section. And if you're looking on the left-hand side, you'll see right here where it says form fields. and you can add another form field. So we always want to add our name, but again, it has to where you don't have to scroll down and look for name. You can actually use the search bar. You can type in name, and then it'll pop up first name, last name, which you want to do first name, last name, because if you notice, on most CRMs, it's going to ask you first name and last name separate because it's going to export it out like in a spreadsheet. So we got the first name. Now we're going to automatically go back over here and add a field. And then we're going to hit the drop down box menu and we're going to hit last name. Is everyone here?
Yes, but I'm a little slow.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm a little fast, so I have to slow it down. So it can take a few minutes, a couple of minutes, so that we can get the form together. So go ahead and take your time, get your email in there, do your first name, do your last name. Go ahead and take that extra mile and go ahead and look for the telephone number. And I'm not gonna say how. I'm gonna let you guys do that, and then I'm gonna come back in. Time is 6:06. I'll give you about 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Rochelle. Can you go back over how you got to that point where after you did the email and then you did the other fields? I think I where how you did that.
No problem. So the email automatically populate for you, right?
Uh-huh.
So I hit the next section, which is blank. I hit that next section, which is blank, and I hit my contents. And right here on the contents, actually I messed up. Uh-oh, let me fix something real quick. Go back. The good thing is they have an undo button. So when the next section that was blank here, I clicked on it, and over here on my form content, Rochelle, you should see email under form fields. Do you see email pop up?
Nope. So I'm in the form selection. Oh, I got to create a form. Okay.
Yeah,
Create.
create the form.
Okay. So I got the form. All
Okay.
right.
And then
Form.
automatically,
So after I see that, I see form content and then I see form fields.
form fields.
Okay. And then I see the email. Oh, okay. So then it says add another form field. That's where I'm supposed to be hitting.
You got it. That right there. Add another form field. So I'm gonna I got my first name, my last name. Now I want on phone number. You can put WhatsApp, mobile. I just keep it simple and just put phone number. So once you got your fields that you like, email, first name, last name, phone number, now you see how it has a little asterisk right there by the email. What that says is that you cannot, the person who's going on your form, they have to fill it out. So it's a mandatory required form. So these are the things that you want. Phone number is optional, but if it's not, then you want to go here. As you're doing your forms, you want to hit edit by the little pen next to the first name. And at the very top, it says, make this field required. We want to go ahead and make that field required. And you see how now I have an asterisk by my first name. I don't have an asterisk by my second name, and I don't have an asterisk by my last name, but I am. So now people always get stuck on this. So remember here, right here, to get back to where you were in forms, you can hit styles, and then you can click on content, and then it'll take you right back to form. And when you do that, you can hit the drop down box menu, and then you'll see your form fields. So I'm gonna go back into my last name. I'm clicking on last name, and I'm gonna click make this field required. To get back to my form, I'm gonna click on styles and then click back on content. And here I am again, form content. Form fields. I'm gonna have them to add their telephone numbers. So I'm hitting my edit pen. Go ahead, Miss Shanna, you got a question?
Yeah, I accidentally deleted a field. Now, how did you go back and add it?
If you accidentally hit a field, you see at the very top right-hand corner, you got an undo button.
Top right hand corner. No, not there.
If you're looking at my screen, you should see I'm circling it.
All righty.
Mhm.
No, I don't think that did it. I think that took everything. That did. Wait a minute.
It took everything.
Yeah, that took everything.
Okay, hit redo.
Okay. Email last name. Okay. Hit redo. Okay.
So which field did it delete?
I lost my first name.
Okay, so go back into your form content
Okay.
and you see form fields on the left-hand side in your menu.
Forms. Content. Right. And just add it back.
Where it says add another form, because it's not right here, it's not listed. You got your email, last
Right.
name. Okay,
Mhm.
so then you're gonna hit add another form field and just put it back in there.
Oh Lord, now it's all out of order. Okay, never mind.
So
get
we're about to talk about order, so that's good. So if it's not set like you want it to go, like say you don't want your email, you want your first name to be first and your last name. So right here, you see some on the left-hand side of each form field, you see where your mouse clicker, or even if you're on your iPad, you can drag, but it has these little boxes on the left-hand side. You can take it and you can drag it up. So I want mine to have first name first. I want my last name next, and then I want email and phone number. So you can just drag. So for me, I have every block required so they can fill it in. And now I am right here where this button says submit. Y'all see my buttons on the left-hand side. Your button's probably on the left-hand side too. On this, I like to put my button in the middle. So you can hit underneath the forms, you got button text. Since we don't have an itinerary for Fiji yet, this is how you can say join waiting list. So it was submit at first. Now I got join the waiting list, because as we get ready to prepare for our itinerary next week, we can already have this out for people to look at and everything, and they can already be joining our waiting list. So as soon as we got the itinerary out, we got people that want to go or are interested in the trip. We can go ahead and take a look at their names and stuff and send them in their email their itinerary, right? So here we have the join the waiting list. And now you can click in styles. Styles is pretty much like, anything to make it pretty, right? And so we have the module, we have fields, and we have button. We're going to go over here to button because we want to edit the button and make it look pretty. So alignment and spacing is the very first one. Is everybody here with me? Let me slow down.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So here, the very first one you see under alignment, it has these little boxes that say left. They got the little box in the middle that say center, and then the little box say right. I'm gonna click on a center because I want mine to be center. And mine is black and white, but if you want to, you can change the background of your button. Or you can change the background not only of not just your button, but your background of your actual form. So I have white right now as my background color. You can click right here on the colors. You see, boom. Now it's black. I can change it to red, orange, whatever color you want to take it to. Blue. So join the waiting list. You can make it pretty with a different color. You can add a border to it if you want to. They got different border styles. It can be solid. It can be a dash. But I can't really see all of it right now. You can see it when you actually, put it out. But I am good with none. All right, so everybody, the most important thing is making sure you have it in the center with your alignment. So there it is. Now to get back to your content, you just hit content at the very top, your content tab. Now we're gonna scroll down. And what's next? The picture. We are almost done. See, this is what's not painful, right? It's not really hard. It's just getting used to. If you haven't used a new platform, it's just something to get used to. So the good thing is we do it every month, first week of Wednesday, so you can always get comfortable with it. Now, we introduced you to Cousin Chat, made us have a great description to start out. We got people that's going to join our waiting list. Yay. Oh, let me go back. Sorry. I'm going back up to content. And under form content, the last thing was join my waiting list. Here it says data privacy and consent options. You want to click this to be able to get that consent to be in compliance with what the laws are. So if you want to be able to send them a text message, if you want to be able to send them an email, text messages, those SMS messages, they're really getting strict on. And, of course, it's not all 100% proof, but they are getting strict on it. And it is the law that you got to get permission. So get permission for communication. So we're going to get permission for checkboxes for communication for email. And I'm going to get be able to store their data to be able to use to send them communication from the email. And at any point they can unsubscribe. But that's what it's telling them. It says, hey,
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Sorry.
Uh-uh.
Yes, it's me. I'm sorry, it's Monica. Okay,
Hey,
you said go back to, I guess, where you said the waiting list, and then you said go back to content.
Yep, under the waiting list, right here on the side, you should see where it says data privacy and consent options. So it looks like this. So I got my join the waiting
On
list.
content. Think I have to go up on there.
Under content.
Yes, I see it now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's see. Legitimate interest is new, something they had. Ultimate Sky Travel needs the contact information you provide to us to contact you about our products and services. You may unsubscribe from these communications at any time. For information on how to unsubscribe, as well as our privacy practices and commitment to protecting your privacy, check out our private policy. If you have one already set up and established. But if you don't, go ahead and click on the privacy policy, data policy, so they can actually click on and they can agree to joining your receiving communications from you. Okay, so it just covers the basis. Now this captcha button, y'all know how it says to make sure you're not a robot. You can turn this on and then it'll be like, hey, protected by captcha, let's make sure you're not a robot. That's what that means. If you don't want to turn it on, you don't have to turn it on. I know it annoys me, so I don't bother turning it on. But right underneath here, it has thank you. Now, when you hit the drop-down box for thank you, it got two things that it's going to ask. It's going to ask you, hey, do you want to display a thank you inline message? Basically, when they go and they put their name and their information in, then it's going to say thank you for, submitting the form, just like this. You can change it to make it however you want to make it, but it also has a redirect to another page. Me personally, I like to redirect. Why? Because I want to get them to see something else about me, right? So the redirect, if you don't have it, it's simply going to take them to Google. But it has a redirect link right here where you can put in, I don't know. It has a redirect where you can add an external link. So if you don't have a website set up already, but you have your IntelliTravel portal, then add that. It takes them to something else, right? About you. So I have my website, so I'm going to put that in. But if you don't have that website, make sure when you are putting in the website, and it's your IntelliTravel booking engine, make sure to follow the HTTP code that they have here. They give you an example, or it can be very temperamental to you and it won't let you do it. So an example of that would be like this. It says, I don't like your URL. It's invalid because I didn't pay attention to what it told me to do. HTTP. Now the red angry words go away and it's calm and I hit add. So again, this is just going to redirect them to my website, or put your IntelliTravel website in there. It'll redirect them to your IntelliTravel website, okay? Right here, it has a little option where you can actually view the link to make sure it's in there. And boom, it takes me to where my website is. Okay, so now we're going to scroll down again because everything is in order, right? So I'm on here, I viewed the link. You see form automation. It says always create a new contact. It says follow up with an email, send an automatic email as a contact when you submit this form on this page. Now, a lot of these things are some paid versions, but it's going to tell you, oh, this is a paid version. It's going to tell you whether or not you can do it or not. So because it's new, I'm going to push the envelope and I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, see, select an automated email. Doesn't have it. Contacts that submit a form from this page will be sent to this email. So I'm creating an email from where I want it to go from. I'm not talking to you guys, but I'm just going to see if this works. Always nice to have new things. The footer is whenever you in the email and you look at the very bottom of the email that have, your name and all that information of the company's name at the box. So you see where the reason why I wasn't saying anything, it says fill out the required fields to save this email. I sent out the required, it didn't like this. It didn't like my pre-filled out, but that didn't work either. Like the email that I know. Nope. It's body, contact, all up. So it's leading me to believe that it might, does anybody else has their grade out after you filled it in?
It made me choose where it says email footer, choose a footer. It made me choose, I just hit default and then you're able to click save email. I hit default.
Oh, my default is not even clicking on.
Hmm.
What's wrong? What do you not like? Got my from name. Oops. What do you not like it? What do you not like? Now, follow up. Personalized and free interest.
Yeah, I'm having.
Manage my footer. There's my footer. And it's. Huh. All right.
While you're trying to figure that, what did you put in the body of email?
I
I just,
haven't.
you didn't put anything in your body?
Mine, I have exactly what you have. Everything is exactly like yours, except I hit that email footer and click default.
Okay, what did you put in there? Nothing? No, you said thank you for.
Thank you for your interest. Let me get out of here and go back into it. Ah, now it allows me to hit default. There we go. Okay. All right. I gotta love it. Yay. So y'all see how we work through that? All right. So I had changed my default to manage and I put in my footer information. But I had to get back out of here for it to update. So now it updates. So now it automatically has my business name and address down at the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna go back up here. I'm gonna do my email from here. Oh, no, not that. My phone address is support. Choose email description, marketing, follow up. Thank you for your interest. Hey, Rachel, you can come off mic.
Question, how did you get the different email addresses on there? Let me go. So where you have email, where it says email name and then it says from address, I was trying to put two because I want mine to go to a different email than what I have listed in the system, but it wouldn't let me do it. How do I?
It
like
won't, you have to go back in the system and change it. So it gives you two addresses. You should have a HubSpot inbox, and then you should have, the one that you created when you created your account.
Right.
So if you don't want it to go here, you will have to go and change it underneath your profile, and it'll change.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
And then one more question. So on the address for that footer, how you did that. So I don't want my personal, because I don't have a business like address outside of my home. How did you get it to bypass? Because it asked me for the address. I'm like, well, I don't have an address.
Did you, were you able to just put the city and the state in with the zip code?
No, because it's telling me the address is required.
So you won't be able to do it. And this is what she's talking about for you, anybody that's there. When you're typing in your footer,
Yeah.
it has the asterisk marks. It's not going to let her put in anything, but if anything other than, you know, what's required for the address. So if you're your home, this is why it's good to get like virtual email boxes. And if you don't know what that is, like you can get one from the United States Post Office. You can get one from a plethora of different places. Even UPS have them. They'll run sometimes $9.99 and up, based off of how you want to, what type of what you want to use it for. But this is why they come in handy, because if you're at the home base and you don't want people to know your address on your documents, then a good virtual one would pop up. And if anyone else has a virtual one, y'all can put it in. Oh, yep, there it is. Marquita put in iPostful. That works very good. So you have choices.
Okay.
And like
Thank
you're welcome. It's not very expensive either.
It actually didn't pick up my street address on mine. It picked up the city, state, and zip code.
Yeah, so it did that on mine too. Once you put it in, then it comes up to have the city, state, and then when you look at it on the actual email, it'll have the whole entire address.
Oh.
So like you'll see mine right here. You see it has Ultimate Sky Travel, Atlanta, Georgia, United States, and then a telephone number and the zip code. But when you actually have it on the thing, it'll show actually the street too as well. Okay, so now we have added our footer. We have added a follow-up email. So this is like, so when contacts that submit a form from this page, they will be sent to this email, and you can select an automatic email that comes, once they submit it, that says, thank you for your interest in this trip, or whatever the case, whatever you want to say to it. And then you can hit save. So right here under redirect link, you got form automation. You got always create a new account for, always create new contact, for email address. Then it has follow-up email sent when a contact submits, and then it has the one we just saved. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm still trying to get this.
Go right ahead.
I think I'm in the right spot. Hold up. Wait a minute. So I've got the other email, but I never did get the page to pull up to actually like type up my email. So I've chosen to send it to, my email address or whatever. But the form like you have up now, I'm not seeing that at all.
Okay, hold on. Let me see this email come out of here. All right, so under where did you turn on the button, always create new contact for email address underneath form automation?
Okay. Yes, that's on.
Okay, and then right here on the follow-up email, does it have to where you can add? Because mine already had one in there. So does it have to where you can add it?
Oh, I must have been in the wrong spot. That was not it. Okay.
So you got it right here?
I'm adding it now.
Okay, good deal.
Quick
Okay.
question. How do we get back to the because I'm at the location where I'm doing the email footer, have it in there, but I don't know how to get back to the hub.
So you're right here. So it just opened it up in a new tab. You just got to go back to your tab.
Oh, I just go back to that. Hey, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes, give you a couple minutes to go ahead and get your email and everything updated. And if something's wrong, you can always go in and edit, change it out, look at it. You want to add more to it. Thank you for your interest in this upcoming trip. If this trip does not work for you, we have more. Make sure to look out for next email. Right? Something basic in there. And save. Okay, and as far as the rest go, workflows, we're not into workflows yet. Send form notifications to specified email addresses instead of the form defaults, which is what you have in already that's in there. These are the email addresses. Send form notifications to. I don't want them to come to here, so I'm okay with using the default, which is the HubSpot one. But I also just changed the follow-up so that I can get follow-up notifications to a different email as well. Salesforce campaign, you don't have to worry about that. So now when it comes time to the picture, this is the fun part. Now you can make it pretty, right? So just like your logo, it kind of looks like that on the left-hand side where you got the image and you can replace. And when you hit replace, I told you got all these photos that come up in here, but also, they got stock photos inside of HubSpot that you can use. So let's see what comes up when we want to look for Fiji. Yep. And if you get this, you'll be under your file. So if you just put it over here to stock photos, oh, they don't have anything for Fiji. So I am spelling it right. I did not spell it right. F-I-G-I, Fiji, right? All right, so since they don't have anything for us for Fiji.
Oh, F-I-G-I.
F-I-G-I, ain't that what I put in there?
You said F-I-G-I.
Oh, I mean F-I-J-I. Yeah, F-I-J-I, Lord. So F-I-J-I, so it didn't come up for me. So we're gonna go into Pexels, which is a free stock photo site that you can use. There are many. I like using Pexels because I never had any trouble with it as far as like them trying to bombard me with, buying it, because some of them stock photos will have you go in there and then it'll be like, oh, download, for 99 cents or for $2. I ain't got time for that. So Pexels is one of them that I like. And here you got to search where it just simply acts just like what we were looking at when we go to look for Fiji. F-I-J-I. Fiji, see what comes up. We have some photos that come up. And here's the deal with stock photos. If you've never been, be careful because they can mess up and add more things to your stock photos. And since I haven't been to Fiji, I'm not too sure what that looks like. So I have a double backup that I do. I go and I type in Fiji in Google, right? Google is your friend. You so funny, girl. So I'm laughing at you, Marquita. So I ain't never been. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to Google Fiji. Fiji's your best friend. I see, okay, they got the Brit flag and they have their own flag. So I saw that other picture on the stock photo. That was that. And then I'm gonna click on images right here. And then I see all these things come up for Fiji, like, oh, kind of cool. All right. So I'm cooking with Crisco. Oh, this is neat. I like that picture. How to get clear. Oh, isn't that cool? I like this picture. I'm gonna set. Oh, when you're saving, it depends on what's happening. When you're saving with certain pictures, you can copy this image, or you can say the image address. I don't know if let me see how to do that before I say the image address. Let me go back to HubSpot. We can move. Right here where it has more, and you can hit add from URL. So when you are on an image and it doesn't want to download as a JPEG or a PNG file, and it just want to do a website version, that's fine. If you are on your computer, you can right click, or if you're on your tablet, you can press on it. You can save the image. It's easier on a tablet. But if you're on your computer and you want to copy the image address, you can copy it without it being without diminishing the quality of the picture. You can actually add that URL inside of your HubSpot and then have them preview it. And then it comes up. And I like it, and I'm going to import it. And it talks about copyright. That's why we talk about Pexo, because those are pretty good pictures where you don't have to worry about copyright infringements or anything of that nature. So that is how you insert a picture in here. I like to do collages because as I was looking at Fiji, I like this picture too. That was nice. So I'm gonna copy the image address. I'm gonna go back into my HubSpot. I'm going to hit replace. And just FYI, I was trying to see that it imported it, so it's always in there. So I'm adding another one to my library.
Okay, when you're copying it, what are you copying? The image address?
The image address.
Okay.
That's one way you can do it. Or you can, if you're on your tablet, you can save it to, directly to your, your device. Or you can't copy and paste. That does, I haven't copy and paste, but so copy the image address. So right here where it says copy the image address, not the link address, but the image address. It doesn't diminish the quality of your pictures. Okay, so they got some pretty pictures on Fiji. So I'm definitely probably gonna do a collage on here, but for time's sake, I'm going in here and I'm going to go with the island underneath. It's pretty. That water is beautiful, right? That's my heart posture. So the image is good. I like the way it looks. Everything is good on that. Now the last section that we have is our footer, which our footer has different icons down here. Facebook, it has Instagram, it has Twitter, it has email. If you don't have one of those, if you look right here in your content menu on the sidebar, you'll see it has Facebook, but it has a trash can. You can put it in a trash can if you don't have Facebook. If you don't have Instagram, you can put it in a trash can. The little icon will go away. If you have Twitter, you can put that in. If you don't have it, you can put it in trash can or email, or vice versa. If you have a different platform that's not listed, like you got Facebook, you got Twitter, Instagram, you got LinkedIn, you got YouTube, Pinterest, website, WhatsApp, all of that. But if you already we had it redirecting to your website earlier, there's no need to put your website down here. Or if you got TikTok, because you don't see TikTok in there. But I know some people are TikTok. So what I did with TikTok, I did a custom icon. And then you got to type in your URL or whatever your TikTok. So what I always tell people, I have notes and I have all my links in my notes. So if you have different platforms, I would advise you to use your notes to copy and paste all your different platforms that you have, right? So one of mine is TikTok. So this is my TikTok link. It makes it easier when you're building landing pages to have it. But once you do it the one time, remember what I told you? You don't have to do it again. You already got your template for it. So that's my template. That's my URL. So I'm putting it in. I'm going to select open in the new window because I want them to be able to click on it and for a new window to populate, but I want them to stay on my thing. And so then it says upload image because they
Okay.
don't have it. Go ahead.
Sorry, I can only see your, I don't know what you're doing. I hear you talking about it, but I can't see what you're.
You can't see my screen?
No, I can just see the photo of Fiji. That's all I can see up there.
Right. So look underneath Fiji.
I don't
Right
see
here?
anything.
Scroll down.
Nope. I'm trying.
Mm,
Oh, okay. I see it now.
you see
Thank
it?
you.
Okay. You're welcome. So right here, I just put in my TikTok link right here on the side that I did select a custom because it wasn't there. So I selected custom, I hit the add button and then I selected custom and I put it external and I put in my URL for my TikTok and I selected open link in a new window. And then I need to now upload a photo because they don't have a photo. So in my photo library, I have it already in my library. So I'm going to browse my images. Whenever you're looking for a different type of image, you can use TikTok, you can use not TikTok, you can use Google, or you can use Canva, and you just get a transparent PNG image out of there. And you see now my TikTok is right there at the very end. Ooh, I'm circling it with my little mouse. And that is all I have to do. So now I didn't get to put in my Facebook. So I'm gonna go back up here on my contents on the left-hand side. And I'm gonna go previous. So I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes to go ahead and do this because everybody has different links. You might not have all of them, but while you're doing it, I'm gonna also do it as well. So I'm now in my Facebook and I'm gonna find my URL for my Facebook. So when you're looking for your Facebook, I usually do, I have a Facebook travel group. So I put either my I think I put my business page on here. Let me make sure. I either put my business page or I put my Facebook travel group. I put my travel group because I want them to join my travel group. So when they go to my travel group and they see it, and then they want to be invited so they can see more about what I'm doing. So that gives them more knowledge about me if they don't know who I am. So if you do your Facebook link, like I said, make sure you create a note for it so you don't have to keep looking it up. And I got my group right here. And I'm gonna go plug in. If anybody have any issues of getting your actual Facebook group link, if you have a private group, you're not going to see where it says share share your link. But if you have a public group and it has the invite button right there, when you hit that invite button, what's going to populate on your Facebook page, it's going to ask you to share the link, put the name of the person in that you're inviting, and a couple more options for you. But if you're having trouble, just come off the mic, come off mute, and let us know, and we'll go there. All right, so now I got my Facebook in. Now I'm going to go to my Instagram. Instagram, very similar. If you're on your Instagram, if you look in your top right-hand corner of your Instagram, then you'll be able to see your profile and then you can share your page that way through your Instagram. Miss Rachel?
Okay, question regarding the Facebook group invite link. So I found it, but it gives me two options. Which one do you think it says invite Facebook friends or do an email, which I don't know what email that's linked to.
Because is your Facebook group private?
No, it's public.
It's public?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Miss Shannon.
I
Okay.
give me two options.
Let me see.
Same thing, Janae. Mine's public, and so when you go to invite, it'll ask you to invite using either your Facebook friends or your friends via email. And I just go by my Facebook friends.
And does it give you a link when you do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no. It just pulls up a picture of
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. So next to your invite should be shared. I'm sorry, I misspoke. If you have a private group, you won't see the share button. If you have a public group, you should see the share button.
Yeah.
Ah, it says copy link.
I'm sorry. I had just helped somebody with that. They was like, I don't see that's, and I was that's the invite button. I was like, oh, yours is private, so you can't share the private. Miss Shanna, where are you at? You say you got lost.
Yeah, somehow I done got lost and got behind. I was right on it too. I I can't get out of the email. Well, we ain't got much time. I have to play with it. I'll do it later.
That what happened on the email is open up in a different tab. So it opens you up. Were you working on the footer part?
Yeah.
Right. So what it did was it opens you up in another tab. You didn't get lost. HubSpot opens a second tab for you. So now you should have two tabs open for HubSpot. The one you were doing for the footer, and then the one that you were at.
Mm.
So you should see two tabs. So like if I go,
Okay, I think so.
so when I go right here under form automation, and I click right here on my email where you doing it, and I hit edit,
Mm-hmm.
and then because you were right here, right? This is what you're talking about.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So now when you get down here at the bottom and you want to do your footer, if I hit manage, it's opening up a different tab for me. So if you look at my screen at the very top, I now have two tabs open. This one and the one it just told me to go to.
Okay.
So if you're trying to find your way back from settings, you're going to really get lost. So all you would do is you still got that other one open.
Okay. So that's where, okay.
So now you're back. So I close that one out and go back up there. Close this out. That out. And then once you get back onto this main page right here, and you scroll down to the bottom, you'll be right here where we're at, where we're putting in our links and stuff. I still got to put in Twitter. Twitter, where are you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I'm putting my Twitter in. I don't really use Twitter anymore, mostly since it got renamed to, I don't even know what the new name is. X, I think it is. But I just still do it for GP purposes, but I don't update it like I normally should. So now it doesn't like my Twitter URL. Don't know why you don't like it. Go ahead, Marquita.
The question, you know how Twitter changed their name, and then you know how Instagram has that other one? It's Threads.
Yep.
Is there I don't see a thing in there. I don't see a thing in there for that.
You have to add it and then add it as a custom.
Okay.
And find the icon for it to use it. And then put the URL in. All right. So it's so here. I'm on my X now, looking to see what's going on with what's up. I'm going to
Quick question. The email that we're putting down there to a URL. How do I find a URL email address?
So your email is going to be not the URL. It simply should be your here we go.
Oh, just flip to email.
There
Okay.
you go.
I think I found
You
it.
got
Thank
it.
you.
Yep, you're welcome. Yeah, so my extra, what is social? Mm, oh, what's on that? Oh, yep, everybody got communities on it there now. All right. Profile, bookmark, notes, settings, board, privacy, password. Why? That, sure. Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe because it changed the name. Oh, I still got Twitter and it's not Twitter anymore. So let me see if that's that's the Twitter. That's good. No, that's not anymore. Go ahead. www. Twitter. Oh, I know. I'm missing the www. No, that doesn't like that either. Twitter. Let me expose. Nope. Does anybody else got a Twitter account? That's been updated to the X?
Figured out how to find that. I don't usually use it either.
Yeah, but it's not okay. 3 months ago, it's the same. Okay. I'm listening.
You know, I said I have one, I just barely use it.
Yeah, so
Are you trying to figure out how to share your link or whatever?
yeah, because the one that I had isn't working, so I thought maybe because it was now not Twitter but X now.
Yeah. Okay, so are you on your Android or iPhone?
I'm on the computer. It don't matter which one.
Okay, so you would click your profile picture
Mm-hmm.
and then you would select your I just clicked on like my name and then it brought me up to my profile
Mm-hmm.
where like I can change where like it shows you how many followers and like followings and your okay. And so in the top left, top right is 3 dots.
That's for Android, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because iOS, y'all don't got that on that one.
Yeah.
So hold
And
on.
everybody else for Android, yeah. So
And what does it say? Just does it say your handle or does it have the actual
it has the word share,
oh,
and then
okay.
you share, and then it'll bring up your URL, and then you just copy it.
Got you. On ooh, it's not there.
If you're on your computer, does it have like a wheel or something?
And it's still okay, HTTPS. Let me see. Maybe not like this. Okay, there it is. All right, y'all. So it doesn't like the HT, if you don't put HTTPS in the URL, it won't like you. So let me go fix my my link. So it's still twitter.com, HTTPS, www.twitter.com. Is that Forza? Oh no, sorry, that's a what is that? That is a semicolon. / / Yeah. Now let's see if you work. And we're cooking with Crisco. And then we mix this out. Okay. Cool beans. Thanks, Marquita. All right, you guys. So see, make sure you got a www or HTTPS, I should say, beforehand. Then it'll start liking you again. And then okay, so that's Twitter bird, even though they got now Twitter X. Okay, so now I changed it to X, and so now it's updated. And now I'll put my email in. And remember, just like from earlier, we're not doing external link. You're going to actually put email address. So then it puts in your email address that you want them to be able to send you an email to. And that is how you put in your footers on all your information. Now, guess what? That's the end. There's nothing else, right? No. So now in the top right-hand corner, is everybody there? Is everybody good?
Nope, not
Nope.
quite.
Okay, go ahead. We will wait.
Okay, if someone could help me, I have a Facebook group page, and it has this I can't find the URL number. I mean, when it's giving me this, big old long thing, and but I do have Meta on the business thing. Can't figure.
Are you looking at my screen?
No. Let me see
Okay,
where
look at my
you.
screen.
Okay.
I'm in my Facebook group,
Okay.
and under your Facebook group, you got that share button right there.
Yeah.
Want to hit that, and then hit copy link.
Okay.
It's going to be long, but it works.
Maybe do that.
It's going to look like this right here. This
I'm opening it.
https.com/groups, your name of your group. And some of the
Mine doesn't share. Mine says edit, manage, and add.
Are you on a group or page?
I'm on a page.
Okay,
So I
so
need
that's
to be
different.
group.
You can do either or. If you're going to do the page, then your page should be HTTPS.
Uh-huh.
Look at my screen. Let me make it bigger. Hold on, make it bigger.
It
So
say Facebook/profile, then it has all these letters and numbers. I don't for me.
that may be it, but let me see how long to go to this. Come on, go to my page. So this is my personal page. You got a Facebook business page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Group, and I have a. Yeah, you see, I said.
What is my page? Now, here's my page name. so it's, let me, let me- okay. And make sure I'm giving you the right one first. Okay. All the naming conventions. Okay, yeah. So your page name is going to be HTTPS. It's going to be the setup or the convention to set it up is going to be the same thing as if your personal page. You're going to do just turned it on beforehand. You're going to do HTTPS, the colon / / then the www.facebook.com, then your / is going to be whatever your business name is. And I just realized you can't see that, so let me go back to it. Oh my goodness.
It'll be whatever the name is.
Now you should be able to see the notes. Can you see that? I'm circling it. I highlighted it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so now we're at the bar. Hopefully everybody's caught up. We are now finalizing. So let me get back to my Hubspot. Okay, so now we have put in our names and our links for all our social media platforms, right? Now we're gonna hit preview. When you hit preview, you're gonna see what you created. Take a look at your masterpiece. And again, as you get to playing with it even more, you can make it prettier. You can do videos, pictures, still pics, all of that. But once you make it the way you want to make it and you have the template, you don't have to recreate it. Again, you just duplicate, and for future, you just change the name of whatever trip you're going on to that name and add those pictures to it. So now I like what I see. So I'm going to publish it. But oh my goodness, when I go over here in the top right-hand corner to publish it, I got 2 issues that Hubspot is telling me. They say a page title is required and your content slug is required. So I'm going to click on the page title and I'm going to name it BG, Take Me Away. And then that should have fixed my content slug, which that's the content slug. It's basically the form, what your domain is, / and what you named your landing page. It has a featured image section right here that you can turn on. And what your featured image section can do, it's like a thumbnail that you can use. And because I can browse images, I saved some images from before. I'm gonna see if this one works as my featured image, and it does. Now I'm gonna close it out. And now my 2 warnings went away, and now my publish is now orange. Orange means you're good to go. So I can hit publish. And now it says it's like, okay, good to go. And it has my link here that I can use. Now, I don't use this link because it's extremely long. I usually cut it down with Bitly because it's such a long link. But I'm gonna copy this link over into my Google. And I'm just gonna see if my everything works function rise. So I want to make sure my Facebook is working. I clicked on that link, it went to where I needed to go to. The only thing is, you see what happened? It took me to, it didn't take it to new pictures. So I want it to be able to open up in a new window. So I'm just gonna quickly go down to my footer and I'm gonna hit on my Facebook and I'm gonna hit edit. And right here where it says open link in new window, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that on all mine, so where when they go into it, then I don't have to go to a different, I have to back up, but it still keep my page on there. So for each one, I'm gonna have it open up in a new window. All right. So now I'm gonna do this again. So now we should open up in a separate window. Let me close out of here. I gotta update. Whenever you change something, make sure you update. Now I'm gonna put in go back to it. Now I'm gonna try it again. It still don't like me. So we're gonna press on, make sure it's working. Yep, that makes this working. My email, if they want to send me an email. And then the TikTok. So my TikTok looks like it's not connecting, so I will have to correct that. So that's one of the reasons why you do your, make sure that everything is good. Let me allow TikTok to come through. Let me see if it's cut down and sign on. I actually never thought, I haven't been on TikTok on my actual computer. See, these things are just shit. Okay, so yeah, it took me to my page. All right, so all my little things are working. Oh, and the last thing that'll show is how to shorten this URL so that you don't have to create, don't be sharing that huge link. So bit.ly is free. You can go www.bitly.com, and if someone can put that in the chat as we get ready to wrap this up. And I still got to show you, like, I'm gonna stop the share and then I'm gonna show you what resell recess what we got in there. But here, bit.ly is free. You can create a new account, but what it does is allow you to shorten your link from being this long right here to, you can make a title, Fiji Take Me Away, and then you create I can just name it Fiji. And I say 2025. And then I hit create. And then now my new link, instead of this long link, I now have this short link right here that says bit.ly Fiji 2025. That's easy for people to, type in and it goes straight there. So again, it's free bit.ly. It's just another way that you can convert those long links to smaller links for you. All right, so let me go ahead and stop the share. We did it, HubSpot, creating your landing page with a follow-up email. The last time we talked about email marketing, how to create an email using ChatGPT to send to people. This time we had added in hey, when they actually come, you can send them an email, thank you for your interest, directly to them when they hit your site. So let me now stop this stream. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see